I dare say that Charlie Adam will be the focus of some attention. There seems to be certainly a suggestion that some Tottenham players are not willing to shake hands with him before the game. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I was aware of the reports. It's nonsense. You know, the players will do their duty and shake hands along that line to show respect to their opposition.
I mean, there is a bit of history between Charlie Adam and Tottenham, and Spurs, I'm fairly sure I'm right in saying, reported Charlie Adam to the FA after a tackle on Paulinho in the game earlier this season. I mean, do you sense that there is a problem between Charlie Adam and Spurs?
No, I haven't heard the boys talking about Charlie Adam at all. They're just concentrating on the game. No, I don't think it's a problem. So I would hate to think that every time I tackled someone badly and never shake my hand, I would never have had a handshake. Listen, he's a combative player, and he tries to do his job the best that he possibly can, and I like my players to do the same. You know, and sometimes you're going to miss time, but you just get on with the game. It's part and parcel of it, unfortunately.
So your message to your players this weekend with regard to Charlie would be what?
Don't worry about Charlie Adam, worry about yourself, you know, and try and get the performance. If you perform well and we all collectively, we should get the result we need, you know. Don't forget about Charlie Adam, and you know, we respect Stoke, we respect the job that Mark Hughes has done there. He's been given the time to build something there, and he's showing the fruits of it just recently.
Can I bring it on to the main talking point of this week, and someone who wasn't given time, perhaps, was David Moyes at Manchester United. What have you made of events at Old Trafford this week?
It's obviously a shame when anyone loses their job, and it's a shame that David hadn't been given the time. You know, I think anyone needs the time to imprint their own style on a team, and it was a tough job to follow Sir Alex Ferguson. Everyone knew it was going to be a tough job for anyone who went in there, and a lot of them players who have been with him for a long period of time have only known one manager, you know, so have a transition of someone else walking in the door, it would be very difficult. So, you know, I've said previously, he's the most hardest working manager I've ever seen. I mean, whenever I've been to a game, he's there, David Moyes. You know, I think there are less people there with David Moyes masks on, because the guy's everywhere. You know, he's diligent, he wants to do his job, he's hard working, and I just think he needed more time. You know, people can't expect miracles. What
next for David Moyes, do you think?
Oh, it depends what he wants to do, whether he wants to take a break from it. It's obviously been traumatic time, you know. He's never been away from the spotlight as he since taking the job. I'm sure there'll be plenty of offers for David.
What is the situation exactly with Eric Lamela then? Will he play again for you this season, or are you adamant that he's out for the rest of the season?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen him. He hasn't trained with the group yet, and I think it's going to come too soon for Eric. Unfortunately, the end of the season. I mean, last thing you want to do is rush back, and he'll want to play, certainly will, and everyone would love to see him play, but it's going to be too soon for him, because, you know, I always say, just recently I spoke to our medical guys and said, you know, in closed season we have 5 weeks off, and then we come back and we have a 6 weeks pre-season. So someone who's been out for 12, 13 weeks surely can't be fit in 2 or 3 days, you know. So it's just not going to be possible. He's not going to play this season.
Sandro wasn't in your squad last weekend. You said that he's not good enough. Will he be in your squad this weekend?
Not good enough because he's not ahead. There's people ahead of him. Yeah, not good enough. It was people ahead of him in the squad, and I have to assess it. We're training again today. He's trained well all week, you know, and he's a good trainer, but he's got certain attributes what we require certain times, and other players have got other attributes what I need for different games. So we've been dominating the football in most of our games recently, and I think other people are ahead of him in regards to that.
What does he have to do to force his way back in then?
Oh, just to change the style, possibly what we need to do, and just keep training hard and doing what he can do. He can't turn himself into a different type of player. He's one of the best breakers up of the game in the Premier League. You know, but he's had his injury problems, and when I think it's right for him to go back in and gives us the qualities what he shows, then he'll be back in.